Hello, welcome to Divided Nexus Pet Stories YouTube channel. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and enjoy the video. This is the story of Luna, the cosmic canine. The deep space vanguard vessel Odyssey drifts silently through the starlit abyss, a marvel of human engineering on the edge of the unknown. Aboard this colossal titan, Earth's most vital asset isn't a quantum computer or a seasoned astronaut, but a 3-pound brown chihuahua named Luna. Her wild, scraggly coat floats around her head. Like a majestic mane in the zero-gravity environment of the observation deck, far from a mere mascot, Luna is NASA's top-tier canine operative. She is outfitted in a custom-engineered, bite-sized NASA punk spacesuit, a brilliant amalgamation of bright orange pressure fabric, machined aluminum joints, and a perfectly spherical bubble. Helmet, micro-thrusters mounted on her back hum with latent energy, ready to propel her at a moment's notice. Today, the mission is routine recon. Luna floats beside her handler and best friend, Commander Vance, her hypersensitive ears twitching inside her helmet as she listens to the vibrational hums of the cosmos. She can sniff out atmospheric anomalies miles before the ship's sensors register them, making her the ultimate scout. In the quiet serenity of space, Luna is the undisputed queen of the stars. Without warning, the serenity of the cosmos is violently shattered. Proximity alarms shriek through the Odyssey's corridors, bathing the pristine white walls in a terrifying, rhythmic crimson glare. The ship shudders violently as it is caught in the sudden, crushing gravitational pull of a massive dark matter storm outside the viewport. The stars are smeared into terrifying streaks of violet and black. The immense shear forces tear at the ship's outer hull, groaning metallic protests echoing through the decks. Consoles erupt in showers of sparks, and the artificial gravity generators whine before failing completely. The ship's primary mainframe is instantly crippled. Overwhelmed by the exotic radiation pouring in from the swirling cosmic anomaly, Commander Vance struggles to maintain his grip on the command console, shouting orders that are drowned out by the deafening roar of the storm. Luna barks, a silent command in the vacuum of her helmet, her enhanced olfactory sensors overwhelmed by the sharp, metallic scent of burning ozone and ruptured plasma lines. The Odyssey is dying. The situation devolves from critical to catastrophic in a matter of seconds. Emergency bulkheads slam shut, sealing off the compromised sections of the ship. With a sickening thud, a heavy blast door descends right between the command module and the life support sector. Commander Vance and the remaining human crew are trapped. The air scrubbers hiss their final breath, and the life support metrics on the screens plummet toward zero. Vance looks through the reinforced glass viewport of the blast door, his face pale and slick with sweat. On the other side floats Luna, separated from her pack but completely free to maneuver. Vance activates his wrist comm, his voice crackling through Luna's helmet earpiece with grim finality. He tells her she is their only hope. The only way to reboot the ship's core and transmit their groundbreaking cosmic data back to Earth is to manually reconnect the plasma relays. These relays are located deep within a maze of collapsing, heavily irradiated micro-corridors, meant only for automated maintenance drones. It is a physical impossibility for a human, but for a highly trained Chihuahua operative, it is the ultimate calling. With sheer, unwavering loyalty burning in her heart, Luna accepts the mission. She taps a pop ad on her chest rig, activating her micro-thrusters with a brilliant blue flash. She darts into the maintenance access hatch, a dark, claustrophobic tunnel barely wider than her spacesuit. The micro-corridors are a chaotic nightmare of collapsing architecture. Jagged pieces of hull plating protrude from the walls, and the air is thick with hazardous radiation that registers as a rapid clicking on her suit's built-in dosimeter. Live wires dangle like venomous snakes, spitting erratic arcs of high-voltage electricity across her path. Luna's hypersensitive hearing isolates the precise rhythm of the electrical discharges, allowing her to time her movements flawlessly. She weaves through the dangerous labyrinth with the grace of a dancer. Her scraggly tail acts as a rudder in the zero-gravity environment, making micro-adjustments to her trajectory. Every muscle in her tiny body is tense, fueled by the knowledge that Commander Vance has only minutes of breathable air left. There is no room for error in the belly of the crumbling ship. Suddenly, the narrow passageway opens into a larger junction, but the path forward is blocked. Floating in the center of the chamber is an Aegis 7 rogue security drone. The ship's crippling mainframe failure has scrambled the drone's friend or foe identification protocols. It is a heavily armored floating spherical robot with exposed wiring, dented gunmetal gray plating, and a glowing red central optical sensor. The drone's optical sensor sweeps the room, projecting a harsh red laser grid that scans for intruders. Retractable shock prods extend from its sides, sparking with erratic blue electricity. Luna cuts her thrusters, drifting silently behind a ruptured steam pipe. Her heart pounds against her ribs, but her training keeps her focused. She knows she cannot outmuscle the heavily armored machine. Instead, she must outsmart it. Luna uses her enhanced olfactory sensors to sniff out the ozone trail of the drone's exhaust, predicting its patrol pattern. She readies a miniaturized electromagnetic pulse grenade from her tactical belt, operating the tiny release mechanism with her dexterous paw pads. Luna kicks off the wall, launching herself into the open junction. The Aegis 7 drone instantly snaps its focus to her, emitting a mechanized shriek as its targeting laser locks onto her tiny spacesuit. Blue plasma bolts erupt from the drone's weapon mounts, scorching the bulkheads inches from Luna's tail. She engages her jetpack harness at maximum output, entering a dizzying spiral to evade the incoming fire. The high-speed chase stares through the maintenance sector. Luna bounces off the walls, using the tight confines to her advantage, moving faster than the drone's scrambled targeting gimbals can track. With a precise bark to activate voice commands, Luna tosses the EMP grenade. It bounces off a bulkhead and detonates right above the drone. A silent wave of energy washes over the junction. The drone's red eye flickers, its shock prods power down, and it crashes heavily into the floor grates. Luna doesn't stop to celebrate. She instantly corrects her flight path and blasts deeper into the maze. Disaster strikes as Luna reaches Sector 4. The micro corridor completely collapses in front of her, crushed into a twisted mass of titanium by the gravitational shear of the dark matter storm. Her internal map reroutes, presenting only one viable option. She must exit the hull and traverse the exterior of the Odyssey to reach the plasma relays. Luna accesses an emergency micro airlock. The inner door seals, and the outer hatch blows open. The terrifying, silent void of open space instantly greets her. The sheer scale of the cosmos is paralyzing, a sprawling abyss of endless black, now violently swirling with the purple and magenta hues of the exotic dark matter. Storm. There is no sound out here, only the rhythmic breathing of Luna inside her bubble helmet. She tethers her magnetic safety line to an exterior anchor point. The vacuum is absolute, and the gravitational tides tug at her tiny form with terrifying strength. She steps out onto the hull, a microscopic speck against the infinite majesty of the universe. Crawling along the exterior hull is a monumental test of endurance. The dark matter storm creates localized gravity wells that threaten to rip her off the ship and hurl her into the abyss. Luna's paws expertly activate the magnetic clamps on her suit's boots, locking her to the hull plating with every painstaking step. Debris from the damaged ship floats past her like deadly shrapnel. A massive piece of Solarer 8 veers free and hurtles directly toward her. Luna uses her micro-thrusters in a short, powerful burst, sliding across the hull just in time. The debris silently obliterates the section of plating she occupied mere seconds ago. Despite the terrifying environment, her hypersensitive hearing picks up a faint, rhythmic thrum transmitted through the metal of the hull itself. It is the heartbeat of the Odyssey's core. She follows the vibration, navigating the treacherous terrain of satellite dishes and exhaust vents, inching closer to the critical relay access panel. Luna reaches the external access hatch for the plasma relays. She operates the manual override with her paw pads, pulling the heavy panel open to reveal the glowing, intricate heart of the ship's power distribution system. The relays are completely severed, thick cables thrashing around like severed arteries, leaking volatile blue plasma. Time is almost out. Commander Vance's life support metrics flash a critical warning on her helmet's heads-up display. Luna braces herself against the hull and reaches into the sparking cavity. She uses a specialized pair of miniaturized, insulated manipulator arms attached to her suit to grab the heavy cables it requires. Every ounce of her 3-pound strength to pull the resistive cables together. Sparks shower over her visor, the heat inside the cavity is intense. With a final, agonizing pull, she forces the heavy connectors into their sockets. A massive surge of energy courses through the system, and the relays lock into place. Instantly, the Odyssey shudders with renewed life. The primary mainframe reboots, flooding the ship with brilliant, warm light. The life support scrubbers roar back into action, pumping fresh oxygen into the sealed command module. The ship's massive engines ignite, overpowering the dark matter storm's gravitational pull and blasting. The vessel to safety. Back inside the ship, the blast doors slide open. Commander Vance drops to his knees, gasping for air, tears of relief streaming down his face. A moment later, a tiny figure floats through the corridor. Luna drifts toward him, her spacesuit scorched and battered, but her tail wagging furiously inside her suit. Vance catches her in a gentle embrace, pressing his forehead against her bubble helmet. The data is transmitting safely to Earth, but more importantly, the pack has survived. In the vast, uncaring expanse of the cosmos, the greatest courage truly comes in the smallest, scraggliest packages. Luna, NASA's finest, has saved the day. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this story. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe for more content, and until next time, stay super.